has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Devontae Smith, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Lindsey. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The left side completion to Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Separating from the gun. Lindsey. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Back to throw again. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a play fake here on first down. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. 9 yards that time.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. Here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
On 1st and 10, Lindsey. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To throw on 2nd down. Lindsey. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt, and this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Well, I think congratulations are in order on that one. Only a handful of kicks in league history have ever been hit from 61 yards or further. Well, he was approaching record-setting territory with that one.
And the kickers that we know, they can't wait for this opportunity. They've been asking for it for a long time. They talk about it in practice. They put those little subliminal messages towards their coaches. Just give me a chance. I'll make it. And he went out there and did it. Wow, that was a heck of a kick.
The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And some room to work. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. This one finds Austin out right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Throwing again. Lindsey. Here's Johnson with a reception. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run with Harris. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with career touchdown number 70. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. They'll try and throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So a failure to connect on second down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off play action. Lindsey. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Norwood. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Off the play fake. Lindsey. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ready. Ultra.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And they run with Harris off the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Damian Harris with career touchdown number 60. And the Browns take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Johnson goes in motion left. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 116 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Off play action. Lindsey. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the give, this is Harris. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. They hand this off to Harris. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They run again with Harris. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Boswell's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Go ultra. Check man. Let's go. Sharp.
2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, Lindsey. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward, in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a first down, and one less down to try and get it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to Alberto. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. They'll look to throw here. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
He completes it to Jones. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And they'll have it
I'm right behind y'all.
Before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Set, ready. Hey, check mega. Ready.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Ultra.
Now Harris. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will get the lead up to 7.
York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Back to throw.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about
touchdown, Browns! From 17 yards out. And the Browns extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lindsey, he's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
That's going to be caught. It's Austin.
The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown.
Calvin Austin.
61 yards.
And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Hunt will try going up the middle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw.
Pass complete on the out route to Beckham.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll set up to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.